Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Ruto's tax plans will hurt Kenyans as ACK bishops storms Statehouse. The Anglican Church yesterday, led by the Archbishop of Anglican Church across the Republic of Kenya, Ole Sapit, has come out to reject William Ruto's proposed taxation measures, saying that it was a sign that the government was increasingly proving insensitive to the plight of the majority of Kenyans. And according to them, they have come out to refer that Kenyans were sinking deeper into economic hardship and distress daily. So for the first time, Ole Sapit, after praying for William Samoei Ruto during the wrangles at Bomas of Kenya, now he has come out to realize that William Ruto is incompetent. I've not said that Ole Sapit has come out to say that William Ruto is incompetent. But upon their realization is that things are not going in the right direction. So in a hard-hitting statement, the members of the House of Bishops of the Anglican Church of Kenya, ACK, also came out faulting Ruto's government for what they said was creeping in of tribal and regional appointments in the public service. So this is whatever Ole Sapit said. There is a glaring tribalism and cronyism, particularly with regard to public appointments. There is an apparent lack of accountability and transparency in our institutions. This is not acceptable. Let all institutions and government agencies be impartial and efficient, and not seemingly beholden to political influence, the bishop said in statement read by Archbishop Jackson Ole Sapit. So the bishops asked that this kind of appointment that they are seeing in the government of William Ruto is a clear identification that there is tribalism, because they have realized that it is only one tribe that is being seen in Public Service Commission during the appointment. And also when you look at the payroll, you will be shocked. Seeing almost about 10 people, you will find that 7 from one tribe, then 3 from another tribe. So it is a kind of tribalism, a kind of staging a country as if it is only 2 tribes or 1 tribe that is in the Republic of Kenya. According to these bishops also asked the bipartisan talks between teams representing Ruto and Raila to expand and include the faith-based organizations that are going also to elaborate what they think about the crisis in the country. So the idea that they were willing to help thrash out issues that will not be agreed upon by committee, co-chaired by George Murugara, Tarakaniti UDA, and Dr. Otiende Amolo Radieda, that is ODM party. So the bipartisan parliamentary also was so concerned to these bishops, because this is now a clear part and core of wrangles between the Kenya Kwanza government and the opposition Azimio. So something that they come out stressing so much was about the financial bill that is being proposed. Number 1. Number 2, the issue of appointment in the government of William Samoei Ruto. Number 3, the issue of bipartisan talk. So when you look at the financial bill 2023, in their statement, the bishop says that the financial bill 2023, which among other things proposes a 3% statutory deduction to be matched by the employer in the same percentage, but kept at 5,000 a month to the housing fund, if passed, will burden a majority of Kenyans, and called for it to be subjected to thorough public scrutiny before it is tabled in the parliament. So they're coming out to defy logics that despite the obvious financial constraints, the government has not communicated a way forward on budget of skewed priorities. That is how they are arguing. So they are requesting government not to table the bill before the National Assembly, so that it can be a clear indication for them just to review it. Because there are certain deductions and taxation that is in that bill that is going to make Kenyans to suffer. And they're going to suffer, literally. It is something that is there in that bill. If you have not at least counter-checked the bill, you will be shocked. Because the excessive government spending and mismanagement of public resources seem to take precedence over the basic needs of citizens of Kenya. So the government to establish a clear structure that, number one, will curb wasteful public spending and of course be sensitive to the crippling debt situation and the daring economy hardship, they must face it by ordinary face-off, not to squeeze common mwananchi citizens, but at least to take part and review the financial bill of 2023. Because for them, I so definitely say that the structure of that bill, financial bill of 2023, it was out of good for Kenyans. Why? Because he came out giving us an option. And these options were two. Either you choose one. Number one, we either continue borrowing. Number two, or we either raise taxation. I asked simple question yesterday. How will you tell Kenyans that you have now stopped borrowing? Now you want to raise taxation, but at the same time, we are seeing this government borrowing. So which is which? So for them, they must come out to clarify this kind of financial bill of 2023. That if they are going to table it before the National Assembly or both houses, the discussion must be clear. That why are they coming out to raise taxation as the economy is seriously crippling and also making Kenyans to face hardship. So the statement comes barely a week after the public sector unions also rejected the bill and threatened a mass strike if it is passed by the parliament. So the bishops also rebuked the government for not doing enough to curb wasteful public spending or improve the deteriorating level of public service in all sectors. So they say that the government, they said that failed to emphasize with the economic hardship faced by majority of Kenyans. Rather, they have come out to tell us on how they want to stabilize the economy by raising taxation across the Republic of Kenya. So the government is increasingly proving that despite of them coming out that that is the obvious position for them, but they also realized that they cannot opportunize Kenyans so that they can benefit. At the same time, they are overspending the resources that they have. They don't know how to actualize the resources they have. Even despite of them coming out to collect revenues, they must come out to outstand that Kenyans are facing hardship when it comes to this crippling economy At the same time, the tax is so high. So we must find someone to come out to tell us the truth. So this message of bishops, ACK bishops, connects with the doctors, led by Dr. Panyako, who I believe is the leader of that union or secretary general, I don't know. But he came out saying that this is a no for them. That this bill, financial bill of 2023, they're not going to accept it. They are not going to accept it. And they are going to do their best to ensure they will do it up to their best to ensure that this bill is not going to pass. And if any case is going to pass, they're ready to paralyze every sector across the Republic of Kenya. So this was the message of ACK bishops led by Ole Sapit. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till we meet on another video.